We're here to talk Michael Shank's debut movie, Together, starring Dave Franco and Alison Brie as a real-life couple playing a toxic, codependent, really can't do without one another couple. This is a really interesting look at body horror and, as I mentioned, codependency. It is filmed right here in Victoria, and it is about this couple who move out to the country, one with a job opportunity, the other one still trying to figure this out. And then they fall into a chasm with a weird lake, and then their bodies are just instantly attracted to one another. Like magnetic. Look, the metaphor isn't subtle in this movie, and it's got some really nice body horror moments. And of course, Dave Franco and Alison Brie are usually pretty good, and they are good here. Damon Herriman also lends his hand as in a good supporting actor. I liked it. I thought the ramp up was not quite there, and also the ending. Like the middle is great, but it's kind of got a very Midsummer-esque beginning, as in you have a character, Dave Franco, who is getting over this massive trauma and can't communicate to his partner, which is kind of facilitating this codependency. Much like in Midsummer with Florence Pugh getting over a tragedy and necessitating this very toxic kind of relationship. This one doesn't quite go to weird cult in Scandinavia, but you can kind of see the influence. But at least what Midsummer's doing with Ari Aster is there is at least still a ramp up to when you get to where it's going. Together doesn't quite have this ramp up. It kind of starts at like 80 and kind of goes from there, when the ramp up should be a little bit more of a steeper climb, or a little bit. With horror, you kind of need that gradual upswing for when things go absolutely crazy, and then the ending kind of another ramp up again, and this movie doesn't quite do that. But in saying that, you will not be bored. It's a great time, and the performances are really good, and it's an amazing tour of Victorian, gorgeous rural houses, or small town houses. It's almost too distracting, because it just looks so Victorian, as in the state, not the time period. But you can tell it's a first movie, but it mostly works.